So, good day everyone, and especially to Sir Alan. So we are the Group 1. And for the members, we have me, Septuage Cotejo, Angel Calimbreno, and Kilar Boy. So today, we are going to discuss LMS or Learning Management System. And we will do it through group discussion or FDG. So we have 4 questions which will be read by Kilar Boy. So Kilar,
So in this group activity, there are 4 questions that are provided. So first question is popular LMS used by educational institutions. Second is how to integrate lessons in the LMS. And the third is evaluating level of integration of LMS to pedagogy applying TPAC Assure Dealscon of experience. And the last one is responsible and safe use of ICT tools in developing and utilizing teaching and learning materials. So
number 1.
the answer of number 1, popular LMS used by educational institutions is first Blackboard Learn, the LMS for assessment and content reporting or analytics. And second is Canvas, the LMS for easy learning and productivity. And the third is Moodle, Moodle, the LMS for open source learning and flexibility. And next is D2L Brightspace, the LMS for game-based learning and video assignments. The next one is MindFlash, the LMS for introducing initial courses, blended and worldwide training, and more. And the next one is Google Classroom, the LMS for course creation. And the next one is Edmodo, the LMS for collaboration. The next is Quizlet, the LMS for language learning. And the next is Schoology, the LMS for K-12 and third-party integration. And the last one is Neo LMS, the award-winning LMS. So the second question is how to integrate lessons in the LMS. So lessons can be uploaded to your LMS in a variety of different methods. Utilizing a plugin or extension that enables you to integrate classes right into your LMS is one option. So another option is to put your lessons on a different website and then link to them using an LMS plugin or extension. So the third question is evaluating level of integration of LMS to pedagogy applying TPAC as your Dale's cone of experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10. So first is purposeful experiences. So direct purposeful experiences, this refers to condition of experiencing learning using the sense of using the sense, meaning knowledge and understanding are established. This is experiential learning where one learns by doing. So the next is contrived experiences. It is category that representations such as models, miniatures, or mock-ups are used. There are things or events that may be beyond the learner's grasp, and so contrived experiences can provide a substitute. So dramatized experiences. Dramatized experiences, these are commonly used as activities that allow students to actively participate in a reconstructed experience through role-playing or dramatization. So demonstration. Demonstration when one decides to show how things are done. A demonstration is the most appropriate experience. It is an actual execution of a procedure or a process. A demonstration of how to bake a cake or how to execute the done step is an appropriate way of making the learning experience meaningful. So study trips. Study trips, these are actual visits to certain locations to observe a situation or a case which may not be available inside the classroom. So next is exhibits. Exhibits are displays of models such as pictures, artifacts, posters, among others that can provide that can provide the message or information. These are basically viewed. However, there are currently exhibits that allow the viewers to manipulate or interact the display, and as a result, the exhibits become more engaging and fun. Television and televisions and motion pictures. This technology equipment provide a two-dimensional reconstruction or a reality. This allows learners to experience the situation being communicated through the mediated tools. They provide a feeling of realism as viewers try to understand the message portrayed by actors in the films. Still pictures, recordings, and radio. Still are pictures or images. Together in this category are the audio recorded materials or information broadcast through the radio. So next is visual symbols. These are more abstract representations of the concepts or the information broadcast through the radio. And the last one is verbal symbols. This category appears to be the most abstract because they may not exactly look like concept or objects they represent, but are symbols, words, codes, or formulae. So the last question, responsible and safe use of ICT tools in developing and utilizing teaching and learning materials. So first, be secure. Uh, Example, I will keep passwords to myself and not share them with anyone. Next example is, I will always log out and log off of my account on any device that I'm using. So next is be respectful. So example, I will not access, create, store, or distribute files that could be thought of as offensive, indecent, or cause hurt or upset to anyone. So next is be safe. So example of be safe is, I will not share my personal information or others people home, such as home address, phone number, and etc. Or I will be wary of emails that ask me for any personal information. So next one is be responsible. Be responsible. So example is, I will think carefully about the places I go online and keep focused when on learning tasks. And lastly, be legal. Example of legal is, I will only take pictures or images or video of other pupils, friends, or staff with their full knowledge and permissions. So that's all. So the next one is Angel K. Lombrino.
Mike, Jel, Mike.
So for me, first question is the popular LMS used by educational institutions. So there are lots of popular LMS used by educational institutions today. So the first one is the Google Classroom, Moodle, Kahoot, Edmodo, LMS, Ditto, Brightspace, Schoology, and many more. But in today's flexible learning, the common element that we are using is the Google Classroom. But unfortunately, G Classroom is not an LMS because it is not a standalone learning management system. As Google continuing to add features, it may start to work and function more like an LMS. So, the second question is how to integrate lessons in LMS. So, there are many ways to bring other subjects into any classroom. To integrate lesson in LMS is that we need to always remain focused on our specific subject area, but also use the aspect from another subject within the lesson. For instance, keep the technology you are dealing with in your ICT major class as the main objective, but bring in the historical background for it. So to integrate lessons also in LMS is using the first one is the Blackboard Learn, where you can share everything, prevent plagiarism, leverage native integration with the tools your educators use most, impact continuous improvement, and provide the modern learning management system experience with Blackboard Learn Ultra. So the second one is discover and enhance test taking experience wherein flexible assessment types and customizable feedback support educators unique approaches while providing learners with control of strategies be, bl- best suit for their assessment success. So the third one is deliver an inclusive learning environment to personalize learning experiences which learners can flexibility go to access courses and go empower expressions within an equitable all encompassing ecosystem built with accessibility in mind. Then the fourth one is inject autonomy and action, data insight success, and provide engaging learning experiences. And lastly is the built-in collaboration, which is the educator and learners are the only LMS built in collaboration is the Blackboard Learn with the global education community that centralized the learning experience from course development to assessment with intuitive natural workflows for educators and learners. Then the third one is the third question is evaluating level of integration of LMS to pedagogy applying TPAC Assure Dale's cone of experience. Dale's cone of experience for me is composed of 11 stages. The direct purposeful experiences, contrived experiences, dramatized experiences, demonstrations, study trips, exhibits, televisions, and motion pictures. Still pictures, recordings, radios, visual symbols, verbal symbols, and the three-third model of learning points out that every or of knowledge can be presented and learned in three distinct steps, the inactive, iconic, and symbolic. So in this way, learning will be easier and they can easily grasp the lessons. The arrangement in this cone is not based on its difficulty, but rather based on abstraction and on the number of senses involved. So the fourth question is responsible and safe use of ICT in developing and utilizing teaching and learning materials. I have here keep the personal information professional and limited. So they don't you wouldn't hand purely personal information out to strangers individually. Don't hand it out to millions of people online. The next one is keep your privacy settings on. So major websites like Facebook also have privacy enhancing settings available. Then practice safe browsing. Criminals use lurid content as bait. Then make sure your internet connection is secure. Use a secure VPN connection. So when you go online in public place, for example, by using a public Wi-Fi connection, PC Mag notes you have no direct control over its security. Then be careful what you download. So a top goal of cybercriminals is to trick you into downloading malware, programs, or apps that carry malware or try to steal information. Then choose strong passwords. Passwords are one of the biggest weak spots in the whole internet security structure, but there's currently no way around them. Then make online purchases from secure sites. Anytime you make a purchase online, you need to provide credit card or bank account information, just what cyber criminals are most eager to get their hands on. Then be careful what you post. The internet does not have a delete key, as that you candidate in New Hampshire found out. Then be careful who you met online. People you met online are not always who they claim to be. Then last is the keep your antivirus program up to date. Internet security software cannot protect against every threat, but it will detect and remove most malware through you, though you should make sure it's to date. So that would be all. Thank you. And the last person that will answer the four question is Sepkurj Kateho Poy.
So once again, I'm Sapruj M. Cotejo, and I will now present my thoughts or my opinion about the four questions. So we have the first question, which is the popular LMS used by educational institutions. So I will just put up a list of applications or websites that is applicable through LMS. So we have first is Schoology, Zoom, Google Meet, Canvas, yeah, PowerPoint, Abstract LMS, LearnDash, so and Moodle. So for the second question, we have how to integrate lessons in the LMS. So there are a few ways that we can or that you can integrate lessons into your LMS. One way is to use plugin or extension that allows you to embed lessons directly into your LMS. So another way is to host your lessons on a separate website and then use an LMS plugin or extension to link it to your lessons. So for the third question, we have evaluating level of integration of LMS to pedagogy, applying track, TPAC, Assure, Dale, and Dale's count of experience. So same lang bitanan sa may 10 kabuok. So the first one is direct purposeful experience. So this is technically learn by doing. So sunod kay natay contrived experience. So this is like learn by experiencing like that. Then we have the third one, which is the dramatized experience. So like role playing. So the fourth one, we have the demonstration. So like reporting or reporting. So next is the study trip. So we can say field trips or going to museums. Then the next one is exhibits. So just like in the study trips museum, so they will see the exhibits like the historic things about the country that they live in. So the next is television and motion pictures. So mura na siya learning by seeing sa so seeing televisions or mga YouTube tutorials na. Next kay still pictures, recording, radio. So self-explanatory na ka siya sa iyahang pangan. So still pictures or pictures, recordings. So mga recordings o radio. So ana ka maka-learn through anang tulo ka type. So sunod kay visual symbols. So just like television, motion pictures kay mo na siya you learn through visual. So next kay verbal symbols. So mo na siya ang pag-learn sa mga true words like talking, nana, words, formulate of codes. So for the last questions, we have responsible and safe use of ICT tools and developing and utilizing teaching and learning materials. So I have 5 things that I list here. So the first one is being respectful. So this is being polite in your Google Classrooms or in your now online learnings like that. So the next is being secure. So like strengthen your passwords and not sharing them to your loved ones or your friends. Then the third one is being respectful or being responsible. So think carefully about the places to go online or keep focused when on learning tasks. So asunod kay being legal. So mo ni siya ang pag-credit sa mong gipang copy sa Google. So magbutang ka accreditation kung asa mo nakuha. And the last one is being safe. So not sharing your personal information through social media. So di jud ka magpataka og share sa mong mga location para dili sad ka ma-abduct like that. So mo na siya. So mo na siya akong answer sa 4 questions and that would be all. So stop na. So mo naman ni siya among natunan sa 4 questions. So thank you Sir Alan for listening and goodbye.